My name is Edward Sapiano, and I'm a lawyer. When I graduated from law school 13 years ago, I thought I had paid my dues, but the hardest part was still to come.
We're going to watch 4 aspiring lawyers in a 12-month test by fire called articling. Will they crash and burn, or be transformed into the real thing? Quinn Ross is incredibly driven, but instead of big money law firms, he's opted for quality of life. He's chosen to live and work with his parents in a rural law firm.
I don't want to look like an ass in front of my parents' colleagues.
But Quinn loves a challenge.
It's war time, it's go time.
Can a small town serve Quinn's ambitions, or will his goals change? Aisha Chaudry is a recent immigrant with 2 preschool children. She lives with her husband's extended family.
I'm misbehaving. Please tell me.
Working at a legal aid clinic with disadvantaged people in crisis is more than just a job.
It's a reflection of my faith.
But can she juggle home and work?
All I want to do is just rest.
Or will she be forced to make a choice? Bill Thompson is a sweet, middle-class idealist from the suburbs who's committed to defending the underdog.
Important kind of situation to try to defend the little guy.
Articling at one of Canada's top criminal law firms, he's about to enter a whole other world.
This is where the rubber hits the road.
Will his lofty principles survive the year?
I haven't become an alcoholic or anything like that yet.
Christine Wiseman is insecure but ambitious. She's the only professional in her working-class family. Now she's articling at a corporate law firm, but she's terrified the law's not for her.
I don't want to do it.
Her fiance Kevin is in for a rough ride.
But Kevin!
If she quits, 4 years of blood, sweat, and tears go down the drain. In this episode of Almost Legal, after 12 long months, our 4 young lawyers have survived their test by fire. It's been an exhausting year, but this is the long-anticipated day when they finally become full-fledged lawyers. Christine's lucky. She's already been hired back to work full-time at her corporate firm. She could never have done it without her fiancé Kevin at her side.
All right, you have to stay, I think.
Okay.
Bill's future hangs in the balance. He's still waiting to hear if he'll be offered a permanent position at his criminal law firm.
This is the easy part. I've already done all the exams and the 10 months worth of work under Frank and Mel and the 8 years worth of school before that. So I think I can probably handle walking across the stage and collecting a certificate from the treasurer of the Law Society.
Bill's an overachiever. Not getting the job would be a huge blow. Aisha wondered if she'd even make it this far.
Well, happy today. Well, my family's here as well.
I'm more nervous than she is, so.
A lawyer in England, she had to re-qualify in Canada if she wanted to have a career here. But for an entire year, she's had no time for her family. Will she choose to practice?
Okay, what time are you not going to
Venture of the Law Society. We're all being filmed.
And guess the treasure.
Quinn finally steps into his father's shoes. And his robes. Paul Ross passes on his mentor's gowns to his son.
I really feel good about giving you these gowns because Beecher, in a way, sort of typified the country lawyer in all of the best traditions. He was friends to his clients. He was a part of the community. He was a confidant to the people that he acted for. He gave me these gowns to wear when I went to court, and I'm passing them on to you because it means something to me. I love you, Quinn. I'm proud of you.
I'm excited about practicing law with you.
It's so wonderful to have you, Quinn, really.
Thank you for this. So what do I do now? I just have to put the things on?
You gotta put them on and get ready for showtime.
The call to the bar is more than a graduation. It's a rite of passage, a day you never forget.
Miss Heather Ross, Venture of Goderich, whose son is also being called today.
Nadia Chaudry.
I'm looking forward to this day for a long time. Law is the most interesting and challenging career that anyone can have. You have clients who come in and they're very, very upset and they're really emotional. You really, really feel that responsibility that your work can really affect people's lives.
I love you.
Quinn Martin Ross.
I wanted to be a lawyer from a very young age. I saw it as a calling. I wanted to practice law as I understood it, and that is to assist an individual in the furtherance of their legal rights. I'm so looking forward to the next 5-10 years, creating something, owning something, and making it better than I found it. I have had an incredible 10 months, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
William Alexander Thompson.
There's a very important social service that's provided by criminal defense lawyers. You get exposed in the criminal law to a lot of situations that there's no way I would ever have been exposed to otherwise. Broadening of my experience of society, the troubles they experience, and how they handle them are the kinds of things that hopefully have made me a better person as well.
Now that articling is complete, it was more personally and emotionally challenging than intellectually challenging. I came out of school and was so scared and did not think that I could do this. I did not feel prepared. And it turns out that I was, and I can, and I am doing it. So the articling process is a definite reality check.
After 4 hours of pomp and circumstance, these lawyers are ready to party. But Christine's already feeling the pressure of living up to her family's dreams.
I can't wait to show you what I'm going to do with it all.
Our 4 articling students are now totally legal. That's big. It means they can have their own clients, argue in court, or even set up an office and practice law on their own. Bill, Quinn, Aisha, and Christine have paid their dues.
I'm so proud of you.
What lies ahead for each of these new lawyers is up to them.
The students looked great.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, and the families. I mean, it really was a culmination for everyone involved, I think. It's been a marathon.
Christine's not sentimental, even when she's earned the right to be. She's all business, the perfect corporate lawyer.
Let's go eat dinner.
Bill has no offer of a permanent job, but he's earned the right to keep the robes.
This is mine. I got it forever. I wear it to court now.
Aisha and Marjorie Hilly, her mentor at the Legal Aid Clinic, have formed a special bond. Even though Aisha will not be going back, Marjorie has come to the ceremony to wish her well.
I'm going to miss her. I want her to come back to work next week.
Although Aisha's career options are not clear, quality time with her children is a priority. It isn't going to be easy for this young mother to practice law.
Hey, why don't we take a look at that thing?
Quinn's dad is proud and relieved. His son is taking a load off his shoulders and will soon be running the family firm.
Just one last thing, Quinn.
Sure.
You're in on Monday?
Yes.
Because I won't be.
Perfect.
Goodbye.
See you.
Aisha and Christine join an increasing number of women called to the bar. Today, more than half the new lawyers are women. Christine's family has good reason to celebrate. She's the first person in their family to graduate from university, never mind becoming a lawyer.
But I am so proud of you. And as far as I'm concerned, in your case, it is onward and upward. The best of luck, sweetheart, Christine.
Here's to you. Congratulations.
You've worked so hard in your life, and I know you're going to continue to work hard. Mom and I sitting there proud as peacocks. That's our little girl up there. Here's to you, kiddo. We love you very, very much.
Cheers.
I see where you get your good personality from. I see where you get your hard work ethic from your family. and people around you that love you. And good luck.
Her family's support is something that Christine cherishes, but it comes with obligations. Now she has to prove that all their encouragement was worth it.
As certain people came across the stage, you look around and you look at who's there for them. And in a lot of cases, they didn't have 12 people standing there clapping for them and rooting for them, and I did. And I can't wait to show you what I'm going to do with it all.
Aisha's articling year had to have been more difficult than most. Every day she faced emotionally charged cases at the legal aid clinic, and at home she raised 2 small kids while living with 9 members of her husband's extended family.
Well, I really appreciate her effort she has put towards her career. With 2 small young kids, it's very difficult, but she's done it, finally. Yeah.
It's a very good feeling, and I'm just really pleased that, I finally managed to finish everything and successfully qualify as a lawyer.
Aisha's parents came all the way from England to see their daughter called to the bar. Aisha grew up in a small, closely knit family. The separation has been hard on all of them.
It was very difficult to leave her here. I was very sad, and I prayed for her success and happiness.
I hadn't seen them for 2 years, so it's really nice to see them again. And I'm feeling sad now that they're going back, but I plan to visit them this summer.
After all of her sacrifice, Aisha hopes to find work that will allow her to finally spend quality time with her children.
I'm going to look for work, preferably in the legal aid field, because I like that, poverty areas of law, and I'll really be looking for work in that area.
Bill's articling year at SGM is over, and he's packing up. But at the 11th hour, the partners want him in the boardroom. Have they made a decision? Our 4 articling students are now totally legal. It was a cork-popping day. The bubbly flowed, and so did the tears.
I'm excited about practicing law with you.
It's so wonderful to have you, Quinn, really.
Thank you for these.
But now it's back to reality. Bill has some loose ends to tie up at his criminal law firm, SGM, before he's out pounding the pavement looking for work.
Bill, can you come in when you get a chance?
At this point, he's convinced that his chances for his dream job with Mel and Frank are pretty slim. But when he's called into the boardroom, Bill's in for a big surprise.
Bill, next year. Yep. We've been thinking about whether or not we could or would bring you back. Speaking for myself, I have a bunch of big cases coming up this year, and I'm going to need some help on them.
Sure.
And I've also got a bunch of small cases which are better suited to you.
You placed yourself in a position where you become indispensable, frankly, which was very clever
nice
of
to
you.
hear, yeah.
And so you got to help me with the bridge work, carrying on in some of them, some sub-file stuff. There'll be some cases of your own to carry as well.
Yeah, we'd like to, and we think we have the work, and if you're interested, we'd definitely like you to come back.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm definitely interested.
So put your hand here.
Thanks. Thanks, Mel.
Great.
Thanks, Frank.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on board.
Good.
I had a great time working with them through the articling year, and I can't imagine, having a better place to continue my legal career.
Aisha has to think about more than just her career. The legal aid clinic where she articled does not have the funds to hire her back.
Hi, Aisha. I'm Martha McKinnon.
Hi.
Now she consults with Martha McKinnon, a lawyer at another clinic, about her future.
How many opportunities are there for women who want to spend time raising their children but also want to have a legal career? Are there many opportunities?
At this clinic, we had 2 lawyers who, they didn't exactly job share, but they each went part-time when they each had a child under the age of 2.
That's good to know that there are other people working part-time, and people realize that having children is once you've had children, it's important to spend time with them as well.
I hate saying this, but it's really good if you can put into place a plan where you can survive without much money for a while. Once you look at part-time, and you look at volunteer work, and you look at pro bono, and all of those other things, That's why I said you need to plan for how
Yeah.
you can do it financially. And it's important to remain involved in the clinic system one way or another. Volunteering to be on a committee is the first way they'll all know you. Then they'll say, oh my goodness, that person comes to committee meetings.
Yeah.
They do what they said they would. This is so exciting. Why don't we ask if they're interested or have time for the board?
So I've got a lot of things to do and planning to do, and you know, and searching on that to see what, find something which is quite suitable.
So keep your contacts.
Yeah.
Keep in touch with everybody at Flemington.
Yeah.
And me.
Yeah. Thanks. I'll do that.
Aisha is encouraged to learn that part-time work is possible, but there's nothing at this clinic. And working as a volunteer won't solve the problem of a paycheck. She's going to have to knock on a lot more doors. Quinn's future is looking bright.
To becoming the masters of our own destinies and to furthering access to justice.
Our 4 articling students are now totally legal. Bill finally got the news. SGM wants him to join the firm.
Put your head here.
Thanks.
The articling year is over, but Aisha faces another challenge, looking for part-time work.
It's really good if you can put into place a plan where you can survive without much money for a while.
Quinn's been transformed by the articling year.
I feel very comfortable handing over the keys to you because you definitely have all of the things that it takes.
Now he's hired on 2 friends from law school and is well on his way to running the family firm.
To the joining of our combined intelligences and to becoming, without being trite, the masters of our own destinies and to furthering access to justice for those whom without us the blind grasp may go out of reach. Cheers.
Cheers.
Christine's not the new kid on the block anymore. Now she's the go-to gal for Lawrence's new articling students.
Do you have any highs and lows from your articling year?
I had highs and lows like every day sometimes and every week. Some days were awesome. I felt like I actually contributed something. And other days I realized that I knew absolutely nothing.
How long did it take for you to sort of fit in with the Lawrences?
There was a time in the beginning where I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is not what I signed up for. A monkey could do what they're asking me to do. Why are they making me do this? And then it did eventually just change into, you first start feeling a little more comfortable with, and it won't even be with being here specifically, with what you're doing as well.
What are your rules for surviving the articling year?
Any new associate that you speak to here, that was probably the advice, word for word, that Warren gave me when I first started, was carry around your rules with you and always go to the rule or the statute or the act first. Everyone says there's no dumb questions, and that's true, but the fact of the matter is if it's in writing in front of you and it would take you 2 seconds to find it, look first before you ask them for some of their very expensive time. I'm going to give you this book. I'm handing it off.
Oh, thank you very much.
So you can keep it upstairs.
The articling blues are a thing of the past for Bill, Aisha, Christine, and Quinn. Our 4 new lawyers have begun a new chapter. Christine finally gets to strut her stuff in the courtroom as part of Lawrence's litigation team. And her fiance Kevin knows her future is bright.
Not to rush you, but how long till we make partner? I know that I'm not supposed to be asking the questions, but...
Yeah, it's a little premature.
Like how long?
I don't know.
Give me a ballpark, an idea.
I don't know.
Rough guesstimate.
I don't know.
Worst case scenario.
Shut up.
Okay.
Aisha has a chance to catch her breath after a grueling 12 months of articling. She enjoys quality time with her children while she looks for part-time work. Bill's up to his elbows in assault, murder, and drug cases, and he couldn't be happier.
It's a case that involves a woman that imported a suitcase of cocaine.
This is the article here.
Quinn is exactly where he wants to be.
The mighty Quinn. Quinn Ross is following in his parents' footsteps and making quite a name for himself.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate toy store.
And here comes the mighty Quinn. Each year, thousands of law students endure 12 long months of articling. Incredibly demanding, filled with ups and downs, challenges and disappointments, it's a transformative year. Hopefully they have become stronger people, well prepared to face their future in the practice of law.